Do you currently have an LLC business and you're looking for a business loan, no revenue, fast approval? If you are, this video is for you because I'll be talking to you. I'll talking to you about LLC business loans, no revenue, fast approval. And we're talking about a maximum loan amount of $10 million. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. So the first platform I want to share with you here is Lendio. So Lendio is really good for LLC businesses. It doesn't matter if you are a single member LLC or a multi-member LLC, you can get a loan with no revenue, fast approval through Lendio. Now, I want you to think about Lendio is a great platform. It is not a direct lender. So this is even better because you have a constellation of several lenders who are vying for your business. And sometimes they might ask for a credit score around 525 all the way to 560. This is really good. And your LLC must be in business for at least 6 months to qualify for an LLC business loan with no revenue. And we're talking about, in some cases, we're talking about like no revenue means what? No revenue means that either you have a loss or you've had losses in the last few months or a few years, or you are so new, like you're a startup, an LLC startup, and you have not gotten a chance to establish a revenue generation process yet. So this is really good. So when you think about Lendio, I want you to think about flexibility. You have a fast application. First of all, you want to pre-qualify. What will happen here is that you want to actually enter your information, your LLC information. So your LLC name, first name, last, your own first name, last name. And in some cases, you want to provide your address, your phone number, all that kind of stuff. And what you want to do is you want to first pre-qualify. And what will happen here is that when you submit your information, Lendio will dispatch that information to its lender network. And all the lenders who are interested in lending to an LLC business and giving a business loan with no revenue will reach out to you directly. So with Lendio, think of it as a loan matchmaking service for LLC businesses, but also for S corporation and C corporations and LPs also. This is really great. Now, what we don't like with Lendio is that the application might take a while because, see, the thing is they have to dispatch your info to a lot of lenders, so it might take a while. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. We are going to have a wonderful show. If you are looking for an LLC business loan, no revenue, you might want to try also forward financing. So when we think about forward financing, we love the fact that forward financing sometimes is the platform asks you for a FICO score. If they ask you for a FICO score, the minimum here is 500. But there's no requirement for revenue, so you don't have to. So they don't even ask you for a P&L. They might look into other parts of your financial statements. So they might ask for a balance sheet, for instance. They might ask for a cash flow statement. And in this case, forward financing wants you to be in business for at least 1 year. And in some cases, if you have the right LLC business model, forward financing might actually look at the whole application and say, you know what, it's okay if you are in business for less than a year. This is really great. And what we love about the forward financing is that they have great customer service. I mean, great customer service. They'll work with you. The thing is that they have a system in place to assist LLC businesses that are looking for business loans with no revenue. And so what will happen here is that you might have to provide a business plan. Nothing complicated though, nothing broad, nothing like you don't have to write like 1,000 pages of business plan. No, if you can provide something about 10 pages, what will happen here is that forward financing will work with you. They will assign to you a business advisor, a business loan advisor. And so that LLC business loan advisor will work with you, will explain to you all the process, and you can actually qualify for financing up to $500,000. By the way, I forgot to tell you that with Lendio, you can be approved for up to $10 million. It really depends on the lender who is there, because on Lendio, you have banks, you have credit unions, you have online lenders, you have all kinds of lenders. Forward financing is more of a direct lender. So $500,000, that's the maximum you can get. But hey, listen, it's still good anyway. But what we love about forward financing, I want to insist on that, is the excellent customer service. See, if you are looking for an LLC business loan, no revenue, having the ability to rely on, let's say, great customer service can make all the difference. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about LLC business loans, no revenue, fast approval. Let me talk to you about Lender. So Lender is another LLC business loan, no revenue lender. And so what we love about the Lender is that you have like the minimum FICO score. When they ask for FICO score is 500. So 500, this is pretty decent. Okay, so that means what? It means if you have bad credit, you could qualify. If you have fair credit, you could qualify. This is just fantastic. And in some cases, Lender wants you to be in business for at least 3 to 6 months, and in most cases, 12 months. So even if you are an LLC startup, you can still no revenue, fast approval through a Lender. And what we love about Lender is that they might actually approve you all the way to $250,000. This is really great. And here, the process also is straightforward. You can actually just try to pre-qualify first to see what really can work with you. And through a Lender, you are able to get like working capital loans, no revenue for your LLC. You can also get an invoice factoring arrangement, no documentation for your LLC. The thing is that if you're looking for an invoice factoring solution, chances are you need to have revenue anyway. At least you need to have accounts receivable. Otherwise, you can't really do an invoice fact. Sorry about that. You can't have an invoice factoring solution. Let me drink something here. All right. Sorry about that. So the thing here is that you need to understand the possibilities are endless through a Lender. And what we love about Lender is that, again, you can get all the way to $250,000. And you can try to have like, in some cases, they'll give you like all the way to $500,000. So this is really great. And Lender also has, like, if you want to have any idea about how the process works, you can contact Lender right now. And the number is 1-888-887-2812. 888-887-2812. We love that a lot. And we love the fact that Lender has great customer reviews also. And you can have a high maximum advance amount. So up to $250,000, in some cases $500,000, totally fine, not a problem. And so the cool thing is that Lender actually, again, will assign to you an advisor who can help you out. The only thing is their fees are a little high though. Payability. Payability is another Lender for LLC business loans, no revenue, fast approval. And what we love about Payability here is that we love the flexibility. The only problem, it's not a problem, but it's an important criterion to think about, is that Payability is better for e-commerce businesses. So are you currently, do you have an LLC that's structured around Shopify, for instance, or Amazon, or eBay, or Etsy, or Walmart? So if you have anything to do with Walmart, with e-commerce business, if you're selling online, you will love Payability. So Payability is a great business loan, no revenue, fast approval. And by fast approval, I mean 24 hours. You get your cash within 24 hours. So your LLC can get funds wired to its business account within 24 hours. You can start using the cash to expand your LLC. You can do a lot of stuff. So Payability charges about 1% every week. That's the fee. That's the APR/fee. So 1%. So you're talking about potentially 52% on a yearly basis if we just go with simple interest rate, not compounded. It's still high anyway. But hey, listen, if you're looking for an LLC business loan, no revenue, Payability is there. And first of all, if you're asking for no revenue, that means you accept the fact that the interest rate might go a little high because you are actually adding a layer of risk to the lender's plate. And the lender, to compensate for that extra layer of risk, will want to increase the APR. So that's why all the lenders I'm talking to you today about, they have slightly higher fees anyway. So when you think about Payability, I want you to think about a platform/lender who wants you to be in business, wants your LLC to be in business for at least 9 months. But we have seen in our experience, we have some business clients who got in even with 4 months in existence. So if you are a startup with a couple of months under your belt, you can still qualify, not a problem. But I just want to insist that Payability works specifically with e-commerce businesses that sell on platforms like Amazon, eBay, and Walmart. So what happened here is that instead of looking at general credit card sales, Payability will look at your e-commerce platform sales. So you got to have some kind of sales first before you can qualify on Payability. Another lender slash lending platform I want to share with you is called Fundera by NerdWallet. Now, Fundera is not a direct lender. Fundera is more like a loan broker for LLC business loans, no revenue, fast approval. So with Fundera, what will happen here is that think of Fundera as a company that gets paid through your loan, but you're not the one paying Fundera. It's the lender. So your LLC business loan, no revenue, fast approval, you will fund it through Fundera if you want to, but then the lender will have to pay a fee, a commission to Fundera. But what we love about platforms such as Fundera is that you have great marketplaces where lenders are fighting for LLC business loans, no revenue, fast approval. And fast approval in this case, because you have a lot of lenders fighting for you, you might get approved within a day. In some cases, within 2 days, and in rare cases, it might go to 3 days if your LLC has quote unquote a complex application. Okay, but in terms of FICO score, if you have 525 to 550, not a problem. And Fundera tends to ask that your LLC be in business for at least 1 year, in some cases 15 months. So it's something you need to think about. If you have been in business for less than a year, then you want to contact Fundera first. You want to ask for more information first, okay? And so if you have revenue, no problem. If you have no revenue, Fundera will always work with you. What we love about Fundera is that it's kind of similar to Lendio, but Fundera has been in existence for a long time. I mean, this is a platform that's been in existence for a long time. They have experience, and since their recent recent acquisition by NerdWallet, now it has become even better. Why? Because it has the support of a larger network, a larger financial platform, NerdWallet. And so you have the funding, you have the expertise, you have the business model, you have the vision that's even better. So what's in it for you? Well, if you are an LLC and you are looking for an LLC business loan, no revenue, fast approval, connecting with a platform, a marketplace such as Fundera can be really, really helpful, at least in terms of loan availability. I want to share with you I want to give you a bonus. If you're still with me, I want to share with you a few other players who are really great for LLC, business loan, no revenue, fast approval. The first one is PayPal Working Capital. So PayPal Working Capital is kind of fantastic if you are a PayPal user. So if you're currently a PayPal user and you're looking for an LLC, business loan, no revenue, you might want to think about PayPal Working Capital, because here there is no minimum credit score. There is no revenue requirement because PayPal is looking at your sales anyway, looking at your account anyway, and you got to be in business at least for 3 months, okay? And what we love about PayPal Working Capital is that you get qualified real fast, and you can actually get your loan within minutes. So if you're looking for an LLC business loan, no revenue, you get the cash within minutes. Now, PayPal Working Capital is not technically a no revenue business loan because PayPal is looking at your accounts. But what I'm trying to say here is that even if you have not, let's say, sold anything in the last 3 months or 6 months, but you still have some kind of history with PayPal, PayPal will look at the totality of your history to qualify you. Another lender I want to share with you is Square Loans. And Square Loans is great for Square users. And so Square Loans is kind of cool also in terms of LLC, business loan, no revenue, fast approval, because Square is looking at your whole, the totality of your account with them. Remember that Square actually knows how much you're selling, even if you haven't sold anything in months, but you have sold stuff in the last 2 years or 3 years. Square will look at all the history, and Square is looking at the transaction you have processed through its POS. So POS, point of sale. So this is how this is how Square knows how much revenue, if any, you are pulling. And so there is no credit score required, no minimum credit score required, because Square is looking at other criteria to evaluate your LLC's eligibility. And Square wants you to be in business for at least 1 year. So at least you need to build some kind of history with their POS, so they have a clear idea how much you're selling, if any. And in some cases, what we love about Square here is that Square can approve you within 2 hours. Within 2 hours, you can get your cash, not a problem. Now, Square loans used to be called Square Capital, so just think about that. I also want to talk to you about Stripe Capital. So Stripe Capital works in a very similar model to PayPal and Square Loans. So Stripe Capital is great if you are a Stripe user. And so what we love about Stripe is that it's really fast also. But Stripe tends to approve larger amounts to LLCs that are looking for business loans, no revenue. And again, here we can't technically talk about no revenue because Stripe is looking at your history with them, your sales history with them. But the thing is, no revenue applies here, because if you haven't had revenue in the last 3 months, in the last 6 months, in the last 9 months, Stripe can still work with you if you have a long history with them, if you have a long and established history with them. And so with Stripe, there is no minimum credit score required. This is really great. So we love the fact that you have flexibility in the process here. And so Stripe wants you to be in business for at least 6 months. And we love the fact that Stripe also tends to approve you real fast. So again, Stripe is really generous. Another lender you might want to think about for your LLC business loan, no revenue, is NBC. So NBC is kind of similar to Lendio. So NBC is a national business capital, is actually a lender network, and so you have a lot of players who are fighting for you. They are fighting for your business, and they're fighting for your LLC. They're fighting for your LLC business loan, no revenue, fast approval. And what we have seen in our experience is that NBC, National Business Capital, because it has 75 to 85 lenders in its network, it tends to approve real fast, even faster than Lendio in some cases. The only thing is that Lendio has a more diverse base of lenders, and so with Lendio you have all kinds of lenders. You have all kinds of lenders. You have credit unions. You have banks. You have online lenders. You have alternative lenders. You have all kinds. And so this is one of the reasons that makes NBC a little less attractive than Lendio. But hey, listen, they both are great anyway. They both are great platforms, great organizations to consider if you are looking for an LLC business loan, no revenue, fast approval. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let me do a quick recap here. So in today's conversation, I shared with you LLC business loans, no revenue, fast approval. And so some of the lenders include Lendio, Forward Financing, Lender, Payability, Fundera by NerdWallet. And I also share with you a few notes around PayPal Working Capital, Square Loans, Stripe Capital, and National Business Capital, NBC. Thank you so much for your attention. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.